Hello there, welcome to another episode of Farming Sim 2019 with me, Stockoglaws. How are you? I'm very well, thank you. Okay, so today, let's have a look. Okay, so we harvested this field, field 21, and this one here is fertilized, and I think it's still growing at the moment. Yep, it's early stages of growing. So what we need to do is sort this field out, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend this field here. We got 263,000, so I don't know whether to get another field. And we'll purchase another field. Say this number 19, number 19, and that is 174,000. So that's a massive chunk of our money. So I'm a little bit nervous to do that, but that'll give us 3 big fields to work, and we should be okay with that. Failing that, we can go for this one, but this one's at over 400,000. So I think we're going to do that. But first of all, let's sort out field 21 and get that up and running. So it's just been harvested. It doesn't need ploughing. It doesn't need ploughing at all. So we just need to cultivate it and seed it. Now, this thing seeds and fertilizes, but doesn't cultivate. Have we got a cultivator? I don't think we have. Well, I'm pretty sure that thing doesn't cultivate. Let's just check the garage. Let's have a look. That's a plow. The seed planter so feels dishes machine offers a possibility to seed directly. No previous cultivating or ploughing necessary. Cool. Okay, so we just use this thing. Happy days. So there we go. So we get this up and running. We get Ewan to help us out with this. Could do with a bit more. Could do with some fertilizer and seed. So we're just going to pop to the shop and get some fertilizer and seed. Quite like this Fiat. It's quite yeah, it's quite nice. As I keep saying, I like my older tractors. We probably could extend this field as well slightly, but we're going to extend the other one for sure. So we're going to use the bigger tractor, which is I think is at the shop already where we dropped off the bale trailer in the last episode. We're going to use that one to extend the other field, and while Ewan cracks on with seeding and fertilizing and also cultivating, because this thing can cultivate as well. This thing's awesome. Yeah. But we just need to top it up with seed and fertilizer. Which we've got a couple of bags up here, which hopefully will... let's see what we got here. So we've got some seed and some fertilizer. Brilliant. There we go. Let's refill on the seed. Seeds are full. And refill on the fertilizer. Cool. Let's get this going. On this bigger field, I think I'm going to be putting oats. Oats is a new crop. I've never harvested oat before, so we're going to put oat on the new. It also leaves straw behind as well, so we can actually, as we got the baler, we may as well use that. So, one thing we haven't come across yet is weeds, and I do have weeds turned on, I'm pretty sure. Let me just double check. Weeds. Is it on here? Periodic plowing's on. Line, yeah, weeds on. Okay, cool. So weeds are on. We just have to. Yeah, we just haven't come across it just yet. But no problem. Here we are. We'll start off on the further side, and we'll get Ewan going. Okay, good to go. We'll just check. So I think that's oats, but I'm gonna check the. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just gonna check. Here we go. Crops. This one here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oat. Cool. So let's plant oat. Oat is there. Let's hire the worker. and make sure everything is as it should be. Looking good. So get out the way, just check the ground, and there we go. It's fertilised as well. So we need to do one more time. So once we get the first stage of growing, we will fertilise the ground again. So let's jump into, not the harvester, this thing here. Turn it on, turn those beacons on, and we're going to use the plough. So we got a front weight, which is good. Oh, not sure whether there's a front weight there, but yeah. And we use the plough, and we'll extend that to the field. It's still growing, so we've got to be careful. I don't want to ruin the crop, but I want to extend it. We may as well. Gets us more money at the end of the day. And then when or if we purchase the other field, we could actually join them together and have a super field. We could join. Ooh, hang on. Is that field ready for harvest? And what crop is it? Because I might buy it. Oh, it's potatoes. No, not yet. Not interested. So yeah, we could actually sort of connect these, but I want to extend this field here because it's got all this grass which we're doing nothing with. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So thank you so much for all the likes and the comments in the previous episodes. You guys seem to be really enjoying this series. I'm really thankful for that. Thank you. Yeah, long may it continue. So yeah, if you do like the episode, then please do give it a like. Oh, I've got to be careful driving on there actually, because I've got no narrow tyres. Right, let's reverse. Let's just mark this out carefully. That's absolutely awful. Okay. That's not what I wanted. Kind of want it level, so it looks nice and neat, so it satisfies my my OCD. And I need to stop driving on the. Okay, there we go. Right, so let's F1, is it Y to allow create fields? Let's lower. Just go back just a tiny bit. There we go. We'll come down here. Cool. Ooh. I keep thinking it's in the air, you know, but it isn't. It's going across the floor, which is a bit of a pain because oh, they don't mind us running over their potatoes. Okay. Just lower there. And make a cut across here. Now it gives us plenty of room for the worker to turn around, I'm sure. I'm pretty sure everybody who buys this field is going to do this at some point. I think it's a must thing to do. Okay. I hate driving on the field without narrow tires, but needs must. There we go. Cool. And then once we've got this marked out, we can fill it all in, and I'll probably time lapse it so you guys can watch me do that. There we go. Cool. Right. Well, I'll be back in a second. Listen to some funky music. Yeah, looking good. Okay, we just got to have a little bit of tidying up to do just in the middle here, and that's that done. Now, for the people who saying I'm ploughing on the wrong side, or I should be spinning it and all that, unfortunately, this plough is just directly behind. You cannot spin it over, unfortunately. I've just got a tiny bit there to do. Yeah, you cannot spin this over. It is just it's just a follow plough, if that makes sense. So let me just drop that there. Okay, cool. Right, so that's done. So that just needs to be ploughed and seeded, but we're probably waiting for that field to be done. I just wanted to do that. That was on one of my lists on the very start of as soon as we bought that field, I wanted to expand it. So let's put that there and quickly turn off allow fields. There we go, and drop it. Cool. Right, let's see how Ewan's getting on. See if he's got enough seed. No, he's out of seed and nearly out of fertilizer. So let's get going. We'll go to the shop and refill. We haven't got narrow tires on this either, so I'm going to drive on the on this side. And yeah, this is a big old field, isn't it? Paul Ewan's got his work cut out. Just got to keep him seeded and fertilized and fueled up. Yeah, but yeah, I'm glad. I think that looks really good. So we've just extended it, probably what, a third. I don't know the exact, but yeah, we've done pretty well there. That should help increase our yield for sure. And well, yeah, it's just I think I want to buy another field. I just don't want to spend the money because that money is our lifeline. I can't remember whether it was this one or not. You can still borrow a bit of money. How much should we borrow at balance? Loan. Okay, loan is 250. Okay, so we got a 250,000 loan. So we can get another loan if worst comes to the worst. But yeah, at the moment I think fields and equipment are the two main things that will help us grow as a farm. I hope you guys agree too. Now, what I love about watching games like these is that everybody's got their own sort of play style and how things are done, and it's just interesting, yeah, to hear your feedback on what you do differently. I'm not saying that things that I'm doing is incorrect, because I don't think it can be incorrect, and vice versa. I'm watching somebody else play the game. I would never say something is wrong, because it's just a different gameplay. It's a different way of playing. Which okay. Oh, so we need some more fertilizer. Let's go to the shop and buy some big bags, some solid fertilizer, which is here, and we'll buy 2 of these. There we go. Back. And they're over there, right in the way. Never mind. Okay, so we're probably going to have to do this a number of times just to keep Ewan going. But yeah, it needs must. I know Ewan costs us a bit of money, but it saves us going up and down the field with a 3 meter wide seeder, stroke fertilizer, stroke cultivator. Yeah, so this thing's pretty cool. But we have got the money to upgrade. I just don't want to spend it. I'd rather buy some more land, to be honest. And what I'd like to do is cut the trees down as well on the top of this field. That's one of my things, and maybe extend this field as well. So the more we can extend the fields, the more yield we get. It makes sense. So you can see the trees at the top there. I like to cut them down so it's easier to for the worker to turn around and when we come to fertilize it with a sprayer, we can easily turn around. So I want to cut those trees down. Might leave the ones on the side, but certainly those trees I like to cut down and sell. I've got an idea on how to do that. It's going to be a lot of manual work, but you know, when is farming not manual work? What am I doing? It's the other way around. Okay. We are going to have to drive on there a little bit. Cool. We're still on Oats, and we'll hire the worker, and Ewan carries on. Cool. So, that's done. We don't need that. What I'm going to buy, I think somebody mentioned this, is... Excuse me. Which is part of the collector's edition, is the... Yes, the John Deere. So we're going to buy the John Deere XUV 865M. Yeah, we're going to have that as our bit of a run around. Although the Mahindra is actually faster. That's 83 horsepower. This is only 23 horsepower. So the Mahindra is actually faster. But, yeah, it's John Deere, so you pay a bit of a premium. And it holds all these different types of things, which is pretty cool. So we're gonna get that and buy. There we go. We're also... Oh, no, I don't want to buy another one. We also want to get a chainsaw. Let's go MISC. Oh, what's this thing? Especially collects materials from the ground and tips them into trailers. Oh, right, cool. Okay. We want a chainsaw, which is in forestry, I presume. Where's forestry? Nope, it's in the chainsaws. We'll just go for Husqvarna. Yeah, we'll go for that one. Let's go to the mouse wheel. Yeah, we know how that works. Cool. Right, so we'll just hop into our... Yeah, here we go, our John Deere. The Gator 4x4. And we're going to go and have some fun. Cut down some cheese. And yeah, we use this as a flatbed. So we can put the logs in the back of here and go sell them. So yeah, I kind of want to remove the trees down the end, which will help the field. I'm going to increase time as well, plus 15, so we can get that other field growing. And if you haven't seen the Gator, this is the inside of it. It looks really, really cool. It's a lovely little truck. You see a lot of these on sort of like Gold Rush and places like that, you know. Yeah, which is, yeah, looks a lot of fun. Okay. So we haven't done any forestry yet, but where's Ewan? Is Ewan okay? Yeah, he's okay. Yeah, I just got a feeling that these trees are in the way, so we're going to chop them down and hopefully sell them. That's the plan. Okay, we're back. Yes, I had a bit of trouble. This isn't probably the best way of starting our forestry career, but I thought I'll give it a go. We'll see how much these logs are worth, and yeah, you just got to be really careful taking these corners because this thing will flip, and as you can see, it's not very stable. So yeah, I have been edging it up towards the sawmill. Done a bit of a cut because we did fall over once and had to reset the vehicle and such. So it hasn't been plain sailing for sure. But yeah, I do love this little gator. It looks awesome, and we're right on top of the map. We've gone right all up the hill, so I'd hate to fall now. So I'm just taking this corner really slowly. I think if I had my wheel, it'd be a little bit easier, but I haven't got that set up at the moment. But yeah, we'll see how much this is worth. It was a good idea to take the trees down, but as you've seen, it's not the easiest task to do. but yeah, let's. I think we sell them here. I think so. Let's turn it off, exit, and as soon as we unstrap, hopefully, we. Go to F1. Oh. Can we just unstrap it? Let me see if I can. No, it's not letting me unstrap. Not sure why. Maybe if I get in. Unfasten. There we go. And then I think you can tip. Is it Control I? I'm sure that the Gator had like a hydraulic, so we can just sort of dump them. We've got the lip, obviously, and then there should be a. No. Okay. I think we come over here and sell them. Yeah, sell wood. There we go. So, okay, I brought us £673. Not a lot of money for the effort that we put in, but we got the Gator anyway, and it paid a little bit towards that. So what we're going to do, let me just turn this off. We got some money in the bank, and I was thinking we need to buy some land. Now, this one is 107 and this one's 128, so you could buy both of these, but I think that one makes more sense. So this one's 180 and this one's 174. So I just want to check what's on these first, because hopefully we may be able to. Yeah, that's way out of our league. We may be able to pick up the crop and harvest like we did with this one. So I just want to check on what 18 is. 18 is, it looks to be sunflowers. Nope. Corn. Yes, corn. Okay, we can't really. We haven't got a corn header, which is a shame. What's 17 soybean? We got any wheat? Number 11's wheat. That's the closest. Barley. Number 22, oats. Number 13, cotton, we can't do cotton. Canola, 15 and 25. Let's have a look at 11. 11's not too far away. Let's have a look. 11. That's 192,000. That's quite a lot. But that will, yeah, ideally that one would be perfect for us. I mean, we're going to have to do a lot of work because that one's potatoes, I think, at the moment. When I checked before, yeah, it's potatoes. And we have, you know, potato harvesters cost a fortune. We're never going to get the lease money back on the on that one, unfortunately. Okay, so what we're gonna do? Do we buy that just for the harvest? How far away? Growth. You're ready to harvest now, so we could crack on with that one. That's a fairly big field if you look at that to there. So I bet the harvest is quite good. It needs ploughing, which is a problem. It is fertilized. I know that bottom bit needs lime, but okay, so it just needs ploughing. That's all it needs. There's no weeds there. It's fertilized. I think we're going to go for number 11. It is a little bit of a way up, but it's a nice field. And we may be able to extend at the top there. I'm not sure. You take out the tree. Yeah, taking out these trees here, it just doesn't seem to be worth it. Not with a chainsaw and a gator. But so let's purchase this land here. There we go. Brilliant. Now, we've got very little money. Ooh, I have been fast forwarding time because I wanted for the crops to grow. Where are we? Oh, and you're right as well. So let me just slow down time. And okay. We haven't got a house, so I can't sleep. We have to sleep in. Oh, I don't want to drive over the crop. We have to. Let me turn these lights on. We have to sleep in the tractors, unfortunately. But let's go fill it with seed and fertilizer and finish off this field. And yeah. So I'm quite happy with the land purchase. We've got a lot of the attachments. We can take a loan if we need be, but kind of see if I can cut in front of this. There we go. Oh, he's been very impatient, isn't he? Yeah. So we can get a loan, which is pretty cool. And I do think buying land at this stage is probably the smartest move for the money. And it's a lot of work. Obviously, we haven't got very big attachments, but it just keeps you and Zachary and myself in a job, as it were. So let's fill these up and continue with the sowing. Okay, so I just brought back the gator overnight, so we're ready to harvest this field now. Before we get into the harvesting, we've got a bit of spraying to do. Because time has increased, that field is starting to grow, which I don't like. I like it all to grow in one hit. So I'm a bit cheesed off on myself, really, that the field's grown in a few stages. So anyway, we got the gator back, and we'll park this up. It's a real good utility vehicle, which I'm sure we're going to be using in the future. But something we've got to do. So we've got to do some spraying. And we've got some lime in here. Now, a pretty cool function. I don't know if I've shown this on this Let's Play, but you can actually empty what's in the what's in your in here, so we don't actually lose any of the lime that we got. So you just press I, and then you see. Oh, let me get out. You see it generates an IBC, and then you can see the lime there. So this thing's empty now, which means we can fill it with a bit of fertilizer, and we could do some solid fertilizer spraying. Okay, brilliant. our worker has finished. So we are going to pass... No, we're not. We're going to spray that bit there and then pass a bit of time and spray the other bit. But while we're doing that, we'll just jump into the harvester and we'll get you going. We'll get you in starting on this field, which is free money, essentially. I don't know whether the value of the field takes into account that there's a crop ready to harvest. I'm not sure, but yeah, it seems like we're getting something for nothing, which is always a good thing. Turn those beacons on. We've got ourselves a front weight, good. We've got to be careful of money. We haven't got loads of money, but there we go. We refill with some solid fertilizer. And there we go. Not quite sure how much we're going to need. Yeah, we're going to need a bit more than that. So let's buy a couple of bags. A couple of bags of solid fertilizer. There we go. We will use it at some point. I know it's expensive, but until we get cows, we can, we can use manure. But until then, unfortunately, we can't. We've got to use this solid fertilizer stuff. There we go. The good thing is we'll just fill the tanks up, and then when we empty them at the farm, of course, what happens is it generates an IBC for us. So in a way, we're just transporting the fertilizer to the farm. And this thing holds so much. Alright, we've got one more IBC to go. There we go. Looks lovely. Okay, hopefully that'll be plenty. It is a fairly big old field, but we'll see how we get on. Ooh. I love this tractor. The Steyr 4145. It's pretty quick, pretty smooth. Okay. So starting from this end, let's extend. I can't remember how big the angle is on this thing. Oh, before we do that, we've got to go change the tyres to narrow tyres. Let's do that. So I'm not quite sure how long this episode is, so what I might do is cut the episode here and we will continue in the next episode. So thank you so much for watching. My name is Stockoglaws. This is Farming Simulator 2019. Take care and ciao for now.
Come on now, let's get together and